Hello everyone, this is CPBIO Henan office in China. I'm Cody and glad to see you again today in our webinar. CP never stop providing food value chain service solution for feed and veterinary drug for breeding enterprises all over the world, creating value with technology and solving problems with solution. The topic of this webinar is what is the challenging of Mycoplasma in poultry industry?
Well, today we invited Dr. Willa Sini, Race Wisgrom, as the keynote speaker. Dr. Willa was graduated from Chulalongkorn University of Thailand and have been working more than 19 years in livestock and poultry.
Welcome all friends to this webinar. Any question, please leave message in the chat box. My team will contact with you immediately. Now we invite Dr. Willa to share the presentation, and the length is around 14 minutes. Dr. Willa, please.
Okay, so for the first, thank you so much for inviting me to join this webinar. So I would like to introduce myself a little bit. My name is Dr. Willa. You just call me just Willa. It's really easy and short. I'm a poultry technical. So as we know, the Mycoplasma is one of the top 5 economic diseases. So what is the challenging of Mycoplasma in poultry industry? So when we look at the top 10 chart of the disease that impact to the in our poultry business, for the number 1 is the avian influenza. In this, I include high pet and low pet together. So why is the impact number 1 from avian influenza? Because it's not used vaccine in the worldwide yet, especially in the export country. And number 2 is the IB, infectious bronchitis. Infectious bronchitis, the virus is same like a COVID-19 in human. So they need more serotyping of the vaccine for abroad or cross protection. So this virus is very easy for mutation. Number 3 is the Newcastle disease. Number 4 is the Gumboro disease or IBD. And number 5 is the Mycoplasmas disease. So this can happen in broiler, layer, and breeder farms. So before we know more how to control or handle this problem, so I would like to overview the impact in the production. So I will classify the 2 production. So for the first, it's the broiler production. So when we start at the breeder farm and then bring the egg to the hatchery, and then they use around 71 days to the hatching, and then move to the broiler operation, the broiler farm. So breeder farm and broiler farm, they use the feed from the feed mill. And 35 or 42 days, it depends on the target weight of the broiler. Then move to the slaughterhouse of the processing plant. So what is the key often issue that we found? For the first, from the feed, mycotoxin, Clostridium perfringens, both this can occur. And from the hatchery, like a fungi problem, aspergillosis, or the chick quality. So in the broiler farm, they have 2 kinds, in the big 2 kinds for me. For the first is the outside the farm, like a virus and bacteria, like a Newcastle, IB, ILT, avian influenza. And the one is the inside the house is come from the poor sanitation, like a Gumboro, coccidiosis. So we have some disease that will direct transfer from the breeder to the broiler. It comes from the egg. They have MGMS, Mycoplasma, Galliceticum, and Synovium. They have chicken anemia virus, the Rio virus, and inclusion body hepatitis. So this is the one of the broiler production that we are facing. You can see like a MGMS also in this one. It's a vertical, directly to the egg, pass to the egg. And the other is a layer production or breeder production. It will have this pattern. So they will start with the breeder farm also, and then egg move to the hatchery, and 21 days they will move to the farm. But I will talking only MD and MS. The previous one, we show about vertical transmission direct from the breeder to the broiler farm, right? So for this pattern, they have a direct NGNMS from the breeder farm passed to the egg to the layer breeder farm here. And another one is that we call horizontal transmission. It's been one house can pass and shading to another house. Why we found like this? Because it's a multi-age of flocks. So that's why MGNMS will be a complex disease.